Only 1% of football players get to actually become professional.
Practice. It's spring football practice. I play quarterback, and
I was gonna play in the NFL. Just give it time. I was gonna make it to the NFL.
Life a bitch and she choosing. Last year I was broke looking stupid, but this year.
Yo, shout out to Taekwon for letting me use his highlights. All he wanted me to do for him is shout out his Instagram at King_Taekwon Darius. Also shout out to Dartez. He said it was cool for me to use his highlights. He's the white receiver you see in this. And he didn't want me to shout out anything for him, I guess. I got some more people I'm going to shout out in part 2. Y'all stick around for that.
On football, pro level, they say only 1% of football players get to actually become professional. And it's crazy that I fall into that 1%. And y'all know why? With hard work, motivation, and remaining 10 toes down at all times and chasing the dream, man.
college football practice. It's spring football practice. I play quarterback, and I'm going to take a very brief break from Strong Opinion Sports.
Football, man. We're all a part of it. So, according to CBS, 6% of high school football players play in college, and less than 2% of them gets drafted, and that's like 1.7. But yeah, football. It's a big part of life, man. From the kids playing rec, waiting to be high school stars, the little cheerleaders wanting to do the same, from the band and their friends to the high school cheerleaders and their friends, the water girls, coaches, back to what I was saying. The water girls, the coaches, the teachers, the principal and his friends. Everyone from the people who graduated a year ago to the people who graduated 20 years ago. Football is life to many people. And on a rare occasion, you will hear from older people that is not. And on an even rarer occasion, you'll hear from a YouTuber that is not. Like Flim Lil Raps, man, he tells those stories all the time about people who, make it to the NFL, are out within a year, people who get to college and are out. Football isn't everything. Like, you'll find another path. There's other things you can do. But, yeah, as I said before, football is life to many people. And it's not hard to find motivation to play football, man. You got D1 stories all over the place. You got highlights. You got #1 school in America versus #2 high school in America. And the draft is just littered with stories and stuff like that. But over the last few months, I've gotten back into Donald's story, Donald DeLay. And with the reemergence of him in my life in YouTube suggestions, my interest in football started to peak again and stuff. And you see the draft with hundreds of stories. You see dockerys story, because he's like the second biggest YouTuber football player in the world. Strong Opinion Sports also, he's getting into it. But Donald at Destroying on YouTube, by the way, preaches hard work will get you what you want. Hard work and patience. And that's true. Very true, but it's not set in stone. So, I wanted to share my high school football story with y'all, and while we love the, fought through this and he made it stories, like Shaquem Griffin and all that, we need more of these, he didn't make it stories, just to show, not everyone makes it. Anyways, we're flooding the youth with, the belief that, man, you show up to practice every day, you're gonna make it, guaranteed, free scholarship, but it's not true. So, yeah. What's up, guys? I'm over here, getting the clips for the video or whatever, trying to get them all on the computer. Real quick, I just want to say thanks for watching the video and stuff. Don't forget to fucking, tell your story, and make sure you add me on your socials and send me the video, because I want to watch it. I want to hear your stories. Don't forget to use hashtag football ain't immortal, this, that, and the third. I don't know where I'm going to put this little clip in, but I'm just making it. Alright, I'm out. Hearts. So yeah, I was a 96% to a T. I was never really great at anything, but I was good at a lot. We're going to start off sophomore year, man. After a mediocre freshman year, struggled with overconfidence and self-hype, it really hit that I had when I had the absolute worst year of football in my life. Sophomore year football, it sucked. It was my first year on JV, and first time in my life, like, we weren't blowing teams out by halftime or being up by 2 touchdowns at half. So coaches weren't rotating as much as they do naturally, because you don't want to lose, and they stuck to the more talented guys. Sadly, there were games where I didn't even touch the field. Like, this was foreign to me. I was the relief guy, hold it down. I was the finisher, man. I was the rail gun, closing out games. That year was so bad, man. Like, I wouldn't make a tackle until the second to last game, man. Second to last game, and it was my only tackle of the year. Oh, man. So yeah, at the end of sophomore year, dang, this is fucking weird to say, but at the end of sophomore year, the love of my life dumped me for a wrestler. And I mean, to be honest, don't really blame her. At that age, you gotta do what you gotta do to be happy, But that's another story for another day. So yeah, she like left me or whatever, and she was my world as much as a 15-year-old boy could let a girl be. And also, my friends started to fade away, so I was pretty much alone. I was deserted for the first time in my life, and it was bad. I did a lot of shit to stop from being alone and shit, but it all failed. It's whatever. But then it sparked, man. That hard work and patience. Coaches were preaching it. Saw it on YouTube. I was like, yo, I just gotta work hard and be patient, man. And at that point, I knew I was gonna play football in college. I was gonna play in the NFL. Just give it time. I was gonna make it to the NFL, and everybody, they gonna miss me. She is gonna miss me, and everybody is gonna hate that they gave up on me. I just gotta work hard and be patient. So that sophomore summer, going into junior year, man, I worked my ass off, man. I took weight training seriously. I was like fighting the weights, man. Doing bench press, I'm like literally throwing it up, trying to like pop my elbow out of socket, throwing it up so hard. Like motivation. I told myself, like, this is how you get special. Here in the weight room, and my coach like reinforced it and shit like that. If you were special, if you would, this nigga won. Alright, anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you were special, she wouldn't have chose him over you. It also hit me that last year was ass. Like, oh my gosh. And with the rise of like these athletic freshmen, like, it was looking pretty cloudy. So this was gonna be my last year of JV, and I kind of told myself, like, I gotta prove myself to these coaches. Like, if I'm not gonna ride the bench for 2 years, junior year, senior year, I had to prove myself that I could play. So, I kept working my ass off. My numbers went up, my squat went up, my power clean went up, all that. I got stronger and faster. The problem was, I got bigger and faster, and I was better than about 60% of the team at the time. But I wasn't really, like, doing nothing special. Like, every upcoming junior in high school football was lifting weights. Everyone was showing up to practice every day. Everybody had motivation. I didn't really do nothing special. So, like, if you're playing sports right now, man, like, you got to do something that the dude next to you ain't doing. You got to do something that the dude in the other county ain't doing. Like, he ain't waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and running half a mile. So you got to do that. Like, he's not taking Saturdays and Sundays to put in extra work with the quarterback or whatever. So you got to do that. Anyways, I was grinding. But it was junior year. This was make or break for me, like, literally. I knew this would be the deciding year of my football life, like, oh God. I was ready, but I was nervous. But I was like, I was confident. I was like, this is going to be a great fucking story. 0 to hero. The guy who had it all physically, but was dirt poor mentally, and he pushes through. But now, practice squad. So, after showing out in camps and stuff, I still wasn't like noticed or whatever. I started to feel underappreciated and shit. Then we started practice, and if you didn't know, JV is like a middle portion of the season. Like, I'll throw in like a little timeline picture or whatever so y'all can see. But anyways, like, I'm like running on practice squad trying to be on there. They don't want to be on there. I wanted to be, even though that shit was tiring. I was showing out over there. And I didn't do anything too crazy against these JUCO, D2, and, you know, 1 or 2 legitimate D1 athletes. But I was showing hella hard, and the coaches noticed. And after a week or 3 of this, the first JV game is coming up. And I feel nervous. You know, this is the beginning of the make or break season. And, you know, last practice, before the game, coach pulls me aside and says, "You're starting. You worked hard, you earn it. Don't mess up. Do what you do. Don't be nervous." Okay, so I was like doing the audio for this or whatever, and I decided that since I'm at like 9 minutes and 45 fucking seconds, I'm gonna have to cut this video in half so it's not a fucking 20-minute video about high school or whatever. And then, like, while I was recording, this little nigga woke up. You can't see his face because it's too dark, but he fucking woke up and I had to pause it. So yeah, that's gonna end this or whatever. But yeah, catch part 2 later, whenever the fuck I make it. Or I don't know if I'm gonna make it tonight or later, but it's fucking almost 4 o'clock in the morning if my fucking camera would focus. So yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.